Assalamualaikum and hi, we are from Group 1 and this is the presentation video of our article outline analysis, Gender Discrimination at the Workplace. Let me begin the video by introducing the team members. In total, we have 8 members in this group. These 3 are the poster makers. Here we have ADZHALINA, NURHAZWANI and SAKINAH. Another 4 of us are the presenters that will be featured in today's video. The fellow presenters will be ATHIRAH, Sarah, SYAHMAH and Diana. Last but not least, let us not forget the video editor who carries the responsibility of compiling all the videos, which is NURUL ANISA. Without further ado, let us start the video by defining the meaning of gender discrimination at the workplace. Gender discrimination is when someone is treated unequally due to their gender or gender identity. The different treatment may occur in the context of hiring, firing, promotion, pay, benefits, or job classification. There are 2 types of gender discrimination that can happen in the workplace. The first is institutional discrimination. Every sort of human resources policy from hiring, assigning roles, paying, performance evaluation, promoting, and terminating has the potential to lead to institutional discrimination against women. Women's employment results may suffer as a consequences of institutional prejudice that exists in numerous parts of human resources selection policy. Gender discrimination may be imposed if the organization's decision-maker keeps giving the privilege to males. Institutional discrimination can clearly be seen in a performance. An example of institutional discrimination is a performance statistic called face time. Women utilize flexible schedules at work more frequently than men, and as a result, they suffer more penalties since their performance in face time is poor in comparison to men. Women's careers may be significantly impacted by institutional prejudice that exists within human resources regulations intended to decide employee selection, performance assessments, and promotions. Another type of gender discrimination at the workplace is personal discrimination. Personal discrimination against women by organizational decision makers can occur at each stage of human resources related decision making regarding recruitment and selection, training opportunities, or performance evaluation. According to Thomas Hans and Phillips in 2004, in circumstances requiring advanced problem solving, women's competences are negatively seen and devalue expert women's viewpoints while they give skilled men the benefit of the doubt. For example, women experience personal discrimination during the hiring process. Female candidates are usually evaluated more negatively for jobs that are believed to be for men. Discrimination in human resources-related decision-making by organizational decision-makers can contribute to women being paid less than men and negatively affect women's opportunities at work.
So, what are the causes of gender discrimination in the workplace? First, sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is defined as unwanted and inappropriate sexual remark or physical advance in the office or other professional or social setting. Sexual harassment is offensive behavior by an individual who has sexual preference, including inappropriate and uncomfortable verbal, physical contact, or nonverbal action. Requests for sexuality favor, sexually suggestive comment, and pornography display. This example of sexual harassment is the same as what was said by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC. The author also gives a compelling evidence that many women are victims of sexual harassment. 38% of female employees facing sexual harassment in the workplace, according to the survey by Stop Street Harassment. According to the survey, 83% of working women have experienced some type of sexual harassment in their life, including verbal and physical assault. Next, unequal pay. Unequal pay occur when women are paid less than men for doing the same job. The gender wage gap exists and harm women across the board by lowering their income and making it more difficult to reconcile work and family life. According to the Institute for Women Policy Research, women are required to take care of family responsibility, with over half of them quitting within a year compared to men. Despite the fact that American women are more educated than male, women in the United States earn less than their male counterparts. So, for every dollar earned by men, women only get 49%. The gender wage gap is real and it harms women everywhere by lowering their salaries and making it difficult for them to juggle work and family.
Hi, today I'm going to be presenting about the effect of gender discrimination in the workplace. So firstly, gender discrimination could give an impact on people's mental health and lowers organizational efficiency. According to Leonard 2019, employees may turn to drugs or alcohol as a coping mechanism, which could negatively affect her ability to perform her job duties. Other than that, there will be a fall in office morale, conflict, and productivity. As a business owner, they are aware that happy and comfortable staff are more productive. Moreover, when people are attempting to refrain from undesirable behavior, such as experiencing or witnessing gender discrimination, this can have a major negative impact on firms' bottom line. Next, gender discrimination could increase workplace pressure, low company morale, and raise legal concerns. According to Leonard 2019, workplace drama takes the team's attention away from duties at hand. It can fracture a team with one side supporting the victim and the other side supporting the discriminators. Furthermore, discrimination at any form, including gender equality, may lead to unfavorable legal actions. If a company doesn't appropriately address discrimination allegations, an unhappy employee may sue the company for failing to uphold his rights. Lastly, people become aware of rising workplace tension. It permeates every aspect of the company, down to the smallest things like getting a coffee at separate time to avoid conflict. The team's morale typically drops as everyone started to avoid one another to prevent the argument from getting worse.
The fourth article here is about suggestions on how to fight gender discrimination at the workplace. In this article, its purpose is to enlighten the audience about ways to overcome or fight gender discrimination at the workplace. Some people may be having this kind of problem, but do not know how to solve it in a better way. Here are two suggestions on how to fight it. The first suggestion to overcome gender discrimination at the workplace is by including men in the workforce. According to North, he said if we only focusing on women, we cannot address the issue of gender bias. It is important to consider the valuable contributions of men as well. Nowadays, we keep focus on women only when it comes of gender discrimination. But we should include men too, such as there are more women employees than men employees in an organization. This statement is supported by Sandberg. According to him, male talent is insufficient to meet the needs of an organization's leadership. It is more than simply enlightening and inviting men to participate is required. Additionally, we must assist them. Besides that, gender discrimination at the workplace can be prevented by getting women on board. There is often a boys' club at the top, or at least in certain silos can be brought to light by having women on boards. Regardless of gender, speaking up is easier when you have power. To speak up and say what we want, it is not work in that way. By getting women on the board, it conveys a strong message to customers and female executives that the business gets it. But it is crucial that there be more women on boards of directors. According to a Business Insider article, boards with at least one female member are likely to dominate their rivals and show that variety is important. There should be more leader of women in the management. Women also capable to do the same things as men, but let them in first, to show what they can do and help the organization. In conclusion, gender discrimination is not only for one gender and we should focus on the overall environment. Every organization, which means the men and women who run companies, must make more efforts and gain confidence to ensure that both genders have an equal opportunity to lead. Lastly, the conclusion regarding to all articles that we had discussed. We can conclude that gender discrimination must be actively addressed and eradicated in all aspects of society. Societies must recognize and understand the detrimental impact of gender discrimination and work towards changing deep-rooted cultural norms, stereotypes, and bias that perpetuate unequal treatment. Gender discrimination is a deeply ingrained issue that perpetuates inequality and denies individuals their fundamental rights and opportunities based solely on their gender. It hampers social progress, economic growth, and undermines the principles of fairness, justice, and human rights. So, men and women must work together as allies to challenge patriarchal systems and promote gender equality.